baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Walker on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Here's one that's intercepted. Touchdown, Chicago!
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
They go play action here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll... Throw it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On first down, Hurts. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. The Bears at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Walker is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing is Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Here's Walker. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On second down, Montgomery. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season, 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! Velus Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bo Melton, 75 yards. And the Saints are once again back in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Eric Ebron. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's able to find Melton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th down. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
James Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space.